Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome my presenter, Mr. Abdul Wahid. He is currently based in Malaysia, but before calling him onto the stage, I would like to introduce him to CashTelex community. He is an investor in CashTelex, also an IT expert. I would like to call upon everyone to listen in tonight's presentation. But before we kick off, I would like to request some of our audience to subscribe to our YouTube channel for latest updates onto our training so that we be equipped with knowledge about our CashTelex project. Mr. Hamza, kindly, the stage is open. You can kick off. Thank you.
I welcome you all. I welcome you all to this training. Good morning and good evening to you all. So today we'll be exploring the funds page within the CashTelex exchange. Okay.
Please.
So we first have to navigate to the exchange page. So we'll go ahead and type in CashTelex, and if you have that in your search history, it may appear as a suggestion. So we'll go ahead to the Google search, CashTelex, and then it should be your first option. And of course, do double check the URL. So we'll go ahead and click CashTelex Exchange, and we should see what we are currently seeing right here, CashTelex Asset-Backed Exchange. And we'll go ahead and sign into an existing account, or log into an existing account. So I'll be using my personal account as in this training. Of course, do monitor your password. Don't share it around. And of course, do type in the correct captcha. Then go ahead and sign in into the market. What we're seeing right here, this is the page where you can go ahead and buy and sell in BTC to CashTelex, but we won't be touching that. What will be our concern for today will be the funds page. You can access that by going right there, right? Look for that icon, click on that icon, and scroll to the funds page. You should be seeing it right there. Then head to the funds page. So for some of us, you may be transferred to a different tab. So I'll go ahead and copy the URL and paste it into the current tab. So what we are currently seeing here is the funds page, right? So before we start off with anything, right, we should always, if you want to for example, withdraw or deposit, specifically withdrawing and depositing with any of the currencies in that side, you should toggle this option, right? Toggle that on, and you'll be able to see all the currencies that you are currently seeing on the page, both fiat and crypto. And each of these currencies, more so the cryptocurrencies, each of them has an exchange. Each of them has an address with which you can deposit into. Let's look at the BTC address. So if I have some BTC within my mobile wallet, and let's say I want to deposit some BTC into my exchange so that I could buy some CashTelex with that BTC, I should go ahead and deposit using this. I should deposit to this address, right? Each of these cryptocurrencies, let's look at this next currency. Each of these currencies has an address with which you can deposit into using that respective using their respective wallets, right? For example, I have a BTC wallet on my phone, and let's say I have some sizable amount of BTC, right? And if I want to deposit into the CashTelex uh, exchange, if I want to deposit into this address connected to exchange, the exchange, right? I would have to copy this address that I'm seeing right here, highlighted in blue. Or if there's the option to scan, you'd be scanning the QR code. So copy that into your terminal, into your mobile terminal, and then you may go ahead and deposit into your BTC wallet connected to the exchange. So your deposit history should be appearing right here, right? Your time of deposit, transaction ID, the amount, confirmations, and action, right? So each of these cryptocurrencies has its own related address. Let's say I have some LTC. I have an LTC wallet, or I have a wallet that has some LTC or Litecoin within that wallet, right? I should I should use this address that I'm seeing right here, right? Copy that into my mobile phone, or more so into my wallet that has the LTC, right? Then deposit into this address, right? And you'll be having your deposit, or you'll be having your deposit recorded here, right? Since I have no LTC in possession and I haven't deposited any LTC into my exchange, this shows that there is no history data, right? So this same process can be done with any of the cryptocurrencies that we are currently seeing here, right? The Dash coin, deposit into this address. If you have some of the currency, some of the Dash currency, you have to copy this address, right? And deposit into this address. So let's say I want to withdraw some BTC, right? If I want to withdraw some BTC, right, I would click on the manage address button, and I should be seeing what we're currently seeing here, right? You would insert your address with which you want to withdraw to, right? Preferably on my phone, right? If I have a BTC wallet, I should go ahead and paste the address right here, and I should label. Let's say I could write Hamza here, right? HAMZA, right? That's my name. Hamza's address, or Hamza's mobile address. I could label that here. Hamza's mobile BTC address, right? So then I may go ahead and add this, so that the next time I want to withdraw to my mobile BTC wallet, I would have to just check the line below here. Okay, now let's take a look at the CashTelex exchange wallet, right? So the easier way to go about this would be, of course, looking for the CashTelex wallet here, and you should be seeing it pop up real quickly here. I apologize for my voice. I do have some cough, so please bear with me. So what we should be seeing here is the exchange. Sorry, what we should be seeing here is the address of the exchange that with which we should be depositing into our CashTelex, right? We've all seen the mobile wallet, the mobile CashTelex wallet. Let's say, for example, I have some 10,000 CashTelex, right? And I want to deposit it all into the exchange. What should I do? How would I go about it, right? I would come to this page, the funds page, then look for the CashTelex currency, right? Right here. Then I would go ahead and copy this address, right? Copy this address and then copy it into my mobile terminal or my mobile wallet. Then I would go ahead and select the amount of CashTelex that I want to deposit into my exchange, right? And then once the once the process has been completed, right, you should be seeing that within your history, right? There's a some of the transaction I did in the past, so uh, I'll so these should be appearing right there, right within this page, right? So once again, I'll go through the steps. First, right? First, look for your address, right? The CashTelex exchange deposit address. So this address won't this address can never be changed, right? Every verified account, every verified exchange account has one of these, right? And this address can't be changed, right? So we should be very careful and copy the right address, right? And not get confused by typing each of the letters letter by letter. We should copy that, and then from the copying, once we're done copying, it's saved onto your clipboard, and then you can then send it to your email and then straight to your phone. if you wish to deposit. Now, how would we go about withdrawing, right? The process of withdrawal, we once again have to look for the CashTelex, right? The CashTelex currency, cryptocurrency, and then click on withdraw, right? Let's say I want to withdraw. You can withdraw to multiple different addresses. Yes, you can. You have the option to do that by clicking on manage address. Click on that, and then if you wish to deposit, sorry, not deposit, but if you wish to withdraw some CashTelex onto, let's say, my sister's address, my sister's mobile wallet address, right? I would go ahead and click on manage address, right? Then label, right? I'll label that accordingly. And I could go ahead and type in sister one, or I could go ahead and say uh, that's Sarah, Sarah. And if, for example, if they have multiple uh, CashTelex wallet per se, right, I would then label that one, right? And then I would paste their mobile wallet address here, right? Of course, you copy from your mobile wallet and then paste it anywhere and then grab that and then paste it right here. So paste it in the address, uh, place it within this uh, empty space. And then once you're done, you may click add to save that for future purposes. There will always be right here, as we can see with my first mobile wallet, right? That says Wahid and then address, right? And then I have the option to save multiple other addresses, right? So let's say we want to withdraw 100 CashTelex, right? Our next step would be clicking, choosing the amount, right? That's 100, right? And then if you wish to withdraw everything, if you wish to withdraw all of your CashTelex, you can do so. And then you may go ahead and fill in your Google Authenticator for those that have, for many of us that have activated the 2FA for as a security measure, right? This is an added security measure to uh, to secure your withdrawal, right? And to secure your account in general, right? So you might go ahead and of course get your authenticator and then type in the 6-digit password, right? I won't be doing the withdrawal as we can see, right? I will not be doing it yet, but that example will be shown later on, right? So number one, paste the address with which you want to withdraw to, right? And then choose the amount that you want to withdraw to your wallet, for example, right? And you have the option to withdraw everything. And then before going ahead and submitting, you would have to fill in your authenticator, right? See what happens? If I don't fill in the authenticator, right? Nothing happens, right? If I want to withdraw everything, nothing happens because I've not passed this, I've not inserted my Google Authenticator code, right? So once we fill that in, we're then free to key in any amount that we want to, any amount within your balance, right? You cannot withdraw 1,000 CashTelex when you have only 144 CashTelex, for example, right? You can't do that unless you owned the said 1,000 in your exchange, right? So once you've completed your withdrawal process, you will see your history. You'll be able to see when or at what time you finished your withdrawal, your transaction ID, the actual amount, the fee, and the state or action. So I hope I hope anything related with depositing and withdrawing from a cryptocurrency has been clarified, right? So this same process can be done with all the remaining cryptocurrencies, right? But our main focus is, of course, the CashTelex, right? So depositing, very simple, right? Scan, if you wish to, go ahead and do that. Scan with your mobile phone, and then if you don't wish to scan, then you may go ahead and copy that, right? Copy, then go ahead and deposit any amount within your CashTelex wallet that you wish to deposit into your exchange for safekeeping, right? So once you've completed your deposit, you'll be able to see your transaction right here, especially uh, sorry, you'll be able to see your transaction once it has been completed and confirmed or verified. So this was done back in 2020. So it's an old transaction ID. So once again, for withdrawal, go ahead and fill in your address, right? The address with which you want to withdraw to, right? And of course, if you want to withdraw to a different address, you may go ahead and label that, especially if you want to withdraw to multiple addresses that you wish to use for future uses, for multiple uses, or withdraw to a different wallet address that doesn't belong to you, that belongs to, let's say, a family member, right? So key in your CashTelex that you wish to withdraw to that specific address, then fill in your Google Authenticator code, right? Then go ahead and submit, right? Once once the whole process has been completed and has been confirmed by the blockchain, you may go ahead and you will be able to see the time with which you've completed the withdrawal process and transaction ID and so on and so forth. So how would this process go about with the fiat currency, right? For example, let's take a look at the US dollar, right? This is very sensitive information, but I'll go ahead and display to everyone, right? Once again, when you are accessing this page, there is very sensitive information. So for security purposes, be sure to monitor wherever you are when accessing these sorts of details, right? So with the USD deposit, right, you'll need to sorry, let me first touch upon the UGX, right? The UGX, Ugandan shilling deposit. So if you wish to go ahead and if you wish to deposit some Ugandan shillings, right, what you should first do is head to the deposit account, right? Click on manage, right? You should be able to see CashTelex banking services as your uh, CashTelex banking service as your first as the default, right? So once you click on that arrow, right, there's an arrow right next to the text, right? Click on that, you'll be able to see multiple other banks that will soon be integrated into uh, the CashTelex exchange, right? So currently, the system is in place, right? It's in place for the soon-to-be integration of the rest of the banks that I'm currently seeing on my screen. I don't think this part of the screen is visible to the audience. Please
It
confirm.
is, it is, it is visible.
The rest of the banks, are they all visible?
No,
Yes. So for that reason, why this is or why I'm scrolling up and down, why the banks are not visible, that's because that the well, to simplify, this is a security measure, right? To stop anyone snooping into the multiple banks that I may be acquainted with, right? For example, if I have multiple bank accounts that to I wish to use to interact with the Ugandan deposit option, right? If I wish to keep myself sorry, this is a security measure to basically deter any of those that are snooping around, right? So when if any of you are navigating the current page, you should be able to see all sorts of banks. I'll mention some of them: the Standard Chartered Bank Uganda, Centenary Bank Uganda, Bank of Africa Ugandan branch, right? Bank of Africa, Bank of Baroda, Bank of India. So many of these banks, or all of these banks, will soon be integrated into the system, so that many of us could go ahead and key in the bank account and then uh, choose to deposit into the CashTelex exchange, right? And then right here we have the option to deposit the amount, right? Once you've filled in the details, for example, once you've filled in the details, for example, if I'm using the Equity Bank, if I have a bank account uh, from the Equity Bank, I'll go ahead and key in the uh, the bank account what I'm seeing on my card, right? And then I'll save this as my default, right? So that I could use that bank account as my next as for future uses, right? So key in the amount that you wish to deposit, right? Let's say you want to deposit 15,000 Ugandan shillings, right? You'll then key in 15000, right? As an example, right? Then, of course, be sure to select the correct bank and the bank account that you wish to use, and then submit. Once the process has been completed and confirmed, you'll be able to see your identification code, the time of deposit, and then and so on and so forth, right? The same thing could be seen for the rest of the banks that we are seeing, the rest of the fiat currency banks. So the Kenyan shilling, right? I'll be going about the same process in a similar way, right? Choose the bank, select the bank, right? Let's say I have an account, a bank account from Bank of Africa, right? Key in the bank details, right? And then if I wish to use this bank account for future use, I'll go ahead and click add, right? When you click on that add, what that means is that you'll be able to see the same the same bank account, right? You'll be able to see that as your to choose that as your default, right? What we saw with the what we saw with my CashTelex, you'll be seeing something similar. Hold on, let me see. So the address, right? I added this wallet address, my mobile wallet address, and saved it as my default, right? Once you click that, See that? See the button right there? Once you select that, right, that means that you have selected this wallet address as your default. And when you get out of that, you should be able to see that same address, right? So that you could go ahead and withdraw straight into that wallet address or that mobile wallet address. So something similar could be done with all the fiat currencies. But for fiat currencies, you don't, of course, fiat currencies don't interact with wallet addresses in any shape or way. So what you'll be needing for the fiat currencies, you'll be needing any of these banks that are soon to be integrated into the CashTelex exchange system, right? And then the bank account, right? Then, if you wish to use that same bank account for future withdrawal, right? Sorry, for future deposits, you may go ahead and save that as your default by clicking on the add, right? So, and then of course, if you wish to deposit, then go ahead and select any amount, right? An amount, of course, within uh, this amount will be deposited from your bank account, right? So deposited into the you're gonna deposit, right? Deposited into your CashTelex exchange. So, and once the system has been integrated into the CashTelex exchange, you'll be able to see, for example, if I've deposited 15,000 Ugandan shillings, I'll be able to see 15,000 Ugandan shillings right here, right? As we can see right here, 144 CashTelex, right? Let's say if I had deposited some BTC, let's say I have 10 BTC, right? Or 5 BTC, right? 5 Bitcoin. You'll be able to see 5.00000 BTC, right? Of course, BTC is a cryptocurrency and CashTelex is a cryptocurrency, while the other fiat currencies are, of course, USD, the Nigerian naira, the Ugandan shillings, once again, and the Kenyan shillings, and so on and so forth. There are many other there are many other fiat currencies that will soon be integrated into the CashTelex exchange. So for the fiat currencies, you will need a bank account to deposit into the exchange, and uh, whereas for the cryptocurrencies, you will need the exact the exact address, the exact, let's say, for example, in this case, the Bitcoin address, right? If I have an existing Bitcoin address that has some BTC within that address, and if I want to choose to deposit, let's say, 3.5 BTC, right? I will have to use this address, right, and deposit to this address, right, not from this address, right, deposit to this address, and then once the transaction has been completed, you'll be able to see that within the history, right? And let's say if your phone is able to scan, right, you'll be scanning this QR code, right, and that will take you straight to that will be pointing straight to the address that you're seeing right there, right? So once that has been completed and confirmed, you'll be able to see the transaction ID, the time of deposit, and the amount and confirmation, and so on and so forth. And this goes for many other cryptocurrencies that are currently within the system, right? So CashTelex, Dashcoin, LTC coin, BTC coin, the Dogecoin, right? Those are the current cryptocurrencies that we can deposit into the CashTelex exchange right now, for now. So the and before we before you go ahead and uh, and deposit or withdraw, right? Be sure to toggle that option, right? Because if you don't toggle that, if you don't toggle that on, what you'll be having is this. You'll be seeing this, just this only, right? What this means is you can't deposit or withdraw anything, right? And once that has been toggled on, right, you can safely withdraw and deposit. But once again, I emphasize that for the fiat currencies, they will soon be integrated into the CashTelex exchange because because this is the dealings within the fiat currency with the fiat currencies and cryptocurrencies are 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 a little different compared to dealing with uh, let's say BTC and CashTelex, right? Fiat currencies are fiat currencies, and cryptocurrencies will always be cryptocurrencies. But this exchange is unique in a way that there is already a system in place with which the fiat can
Time is
easily
nonsense to us.
interact. Yes?
Time is nonsense to us.
Come
We are
again?
remaining with 5 minutes only to end the session.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let me wrap up real quick. So where was I? The BTC. Yes. So the BTC and CashTelex and any other cryptocurrency that we're currently seeing right here, right? If you own some Dogecoin, right? For example, you want to deposit some, let's say 100 Dogecoin, for example, you can go ahead and do that, right? Into the unique address with which you're given, right? For the Dogecoin, that should be that, and you'll be able to deposit into this address, and then from the Dogecoin, you may then be able to see your deposit history once this has passed the confirmation, and then once that has been completed, you may then go ahead to the market, right? And if anyone is familiar with the market, right? Currently in the market, right, you are only able to trade BTC for CashTelex, right? It's one of the uses. You can buy CashTelex, right, using BTC, right? So uh, I hope I've covered all bases. With Let me see. So once again, I navigate to the funds page. Sorry. Sorry, that should not be. Oh, sorry. Oh, that was the wallet address. So the funds page, let me grab the link to the page and then paste it. So once again, before interacting with the funds page, be sure to check your this toggle, right? This option right here, empty off. Turn that on, and you can access all the other addresses, all the other crypto addresses, right? With which you want to deposit into or withdraw from, right? So I conclude right here, and I thank you. I thank you all for allowing me to to come on and present right here. Thank you very much, and I hand over to my friend Abdullah.
So thanks for that wonderful presentation, Mr. Abdul. Thanks for your time, whoever participated into tonight's presentation. Thanks for your patience. At CashTelex, we smile. A good night, everyone. Have a blessed night.